Sorry, hold on. Something just went sideways.
Winter is our favorite time of year. The normally mild weather in this region is when the ranch is at its best. Cooler temperatures mean better working conditions and more time around the wood stove. But this winter was a bit different. For nearly 2 months straight, California was hit with one major storm after another, bringing record levels of rain. All this rain and the storms that followed caused a lot of damage. Fallen trees, downed fences, washed out roads. Some days it seems that for every 2 steps of forward progress, we then have to take 2.5 steps backwards to fix something that broke. When the project grinds to a halt like this, it can be extremely frustrating. And one day, just when we needed it most, we got the ultimate motivational boost. And that motivation happened to come from the most unlikely of places. Our first video. Comments of support, encouragement, offers to visit, offers to volunteer. At first, a few, then hundreds. With this new motivation, we decided to change from putting a video out after we finished a project to bringing a more real-time view of what happens here as this project unfolds. We never expected this kind of support, and for all of it, we just wanted to say thanks. In this episode, we bring you up to speed on where we are and what's left to do before we open up later this year. And it all starts with a concept we call the lower left loop. The loop is a 1.1 mile road that connects the existing main camp with 2 areas we intend on expanding into: the more primitive Rustic site, which will feature teepees and yurts, and the ranch house, which will serve as a place to stay as well as a wedding or event venue. This aerial shot should give you a good idea where everything is. So let's hop in an ATV and take a tour of the loop with our most energetic team member, Baxter the Beagle.
in looking for the rustic camp, I think this is as good a spot as any. It pretty much checks off all the boxes of what we need, especially flat and shaded. Proximity to the beaver pond, the main fishing pond, is a huge plus. It's only behind us a couple 100 yards. It's pretty remote out here too. It's actually very remote. You're actually right up against a pretty wild spot where a lot of animals run, which is kind of cool, I think. But look how flat this is. This is it. This is the spot right here. I think people will be demanding this location more than any others at some point because of just the wow and the cool factor. I can't wait to get started on this.
Now on our way to the ranch house, we cut across the Beaver Pond Dam. And while these roads took a beating in the storms, we had always planned on bringing in new gravel, so it's really not that bad. The ranch house is frozen in time from when the previous owners had it. We've never used it, and it needs a lot of work as age has taken a toll. As for the state of the house, here's what Reg said when I asked him if we should go inside and do some filming.
I don't want to go in there. I hate going.
This barn facility is almost a mini version of what we have up at the main camp. This area has 2 ponds, multi-use facilities, ample privacy, and a lot of natural beauty. It'll make the perfect spot for weddings, events, and various friends and family gatherings. As we finish the loop and approach the main camp, the plan is to finish this area so we can open. The rustic and ranch house sites will be completed shortly after. And now, let's check the progress with the cabins, field, and barn. So there'll be a seating area right about here, queen bed right here. Over here, we're gonna have essentially a little ladder to take us up to the loft up there. So 2 twin beds. We're gonna get a propane-based heater system here, but it's got like a little flame in it. We did plumb it for water, and we do have electricity coming to these. So they'll be furnished, they'll have power, they'll have heat.
We opted for concrete for longevity. We colored it and stamped it.
For the cabin landscaping, Reg used the excavator to recover fallen trees, while Baxter and I used the Kubota to grab rocks. With the field and campsites done, and the cabins and saloon just needing inside finish work, next up is building the 3 additional cabins, the bathrooms, and a fence and fishing deck for Pond 2. We built the oversized bar to work for large groups and events, but more importantly, to double as a large family-style dinner table where both sides would be used for seating. We wanted a unique design, so the plan is to use milled wood as the bar top, and used harvested rocks and cut oak cookies as the decorative elements. We got lucky since a tree fell right behind the barn, and so we could just walk out and slice the cookies. But the task proved to be a little bit more complicated, being that we had to let them dry and cut off all the bark. And finally, we continued decorating and cleaning up the inside. In the next episode, we build a fence around pond number 2, upgrade some electrical, wire up the bar, and plant some trees. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.